Hey, welcome back guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and I got a very exciting video today because not only am I kind of showcasing a fix-up Ultimate John Cena here with a different formula, I'm also kind of showing y'all, it's still a system that's still a work in progress, but I'm starting to figure out a way to do some interchangeable upper and lower body stuff, so I'm very excited to share that. But before we get to that, I just want to take a look at John Cena himself with this new formula. If y'all know the Ultimate Edition John Cena formula they've been using has been like the super ripped upper chest, and it's a formula that doesn't quite work for John Cena. It's kind of, I think it works for guys like Ultimate Warrior and guys that like are real like super shredded. But John Cena, he's got a big chest, but it's not super shredded. So what I did was, as you can see here in the background, Roddy Piper, the new Ultimate Monday Night Wars Roddy Piper, also the same formula as the Coliseum collection Roddy Piper. I had that, and I ended up taking just the upper half of, hang on John, stay there. I took the upper half of Roddy Piper and combined it with the lower, the lower part of the abs there for John Cena. So John Cena still has his six pack, still has his his boxers showing from underneath, and that's John Cena. And for now, if I can reach him. And for now, Roddy Piper is just using Stone Cold torso. I just have the arms plugged in to that Elite torso, just like their Elite arms, and not utilizing the interchangeable arm feature there. But that's the John Cena formula. I think it looks good. Turns out this the combination of this upper part and lower part actually is pretty seamless. I think it looks pretty good. Forward crunch, really non-existent. You can get a little side to side there, but really on the Ultimate Editions, the forward crunches are bad anyway. But aesthetically, I think this looks good. Now, at some angles, I feel like maybe I needed like an even bigger kind of upper chest for John Cena, because now this head looks a little big. So just sometimes with photos, it looks big, but I feel like in video, it's looked pretty good to me. Of course, this is one of the Ultimate Edition heads, but that's the new formula, or the formula I prefer for John Cena Ultimates. And so once I've settled on this is the formula I want for that upper torso, I was like, but I want to still use the multiple different jorts combinations I have with John Cena, and I don't want to do this fix up every time for that. I want to be able to use this torso and then swap out the legs whenever I want. So I started playing around with magnets, and I realized, well, maybe I can do something. So I'll show you this before I pop that John Cena apart. I was like, well, maybe if I cut like the peg and I super glued some magnets there, and then I got a little bit of electrical tape there just to kind of keep it all together, give it a little bit more resistance. And check this out, we can pop that off, come over here, pops on, actually has a pretty good snap to it, because underneath here I got a magnet inside the torso. Now the torso has been sealed up, and I got a flat round magnet in there. I got a couple of magnets here stacked on top of each other. That electrical tape gives it a little resistance, so it's not like super loosey-goosey, just a little bit of resistance there on the waist swivel, but the magnets hold up really well. Now this is a system you probably wouldn't want to like pick fed with, or just play around with your toys, because he's going to easily come apart. But the magnet sticks pretty well. So if this, I felt like for me this is a good system for like I can pose them up, get them the way I want them to look. Look at John Cena doing different poses. All right, I like that, but you know what? I want to switch over to maybe these medium blue pants and go with that. So that's like the new little system I'm going with, and basically the process that I did that with. So inside, I was telling you there's a magnet on the inside, and it's a round flat magnet. Now I don't know the exact size of all these, because I've bought so many different magnet packs over the years from Amazon. But this one, I don't know maybe it's like a millimeter thick, but I think it's probably about 12 millimeters in diameter there. So when I had the torso, before I sealed it all back together, this torso was cracked, and this part here fit pretty well in that part that's right underneath where the joint coming down from the upper torso meets this, and so it's the perfect size to fit in there nice and tight once you seal the torso back up. And then on the legs, these were probably, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 millimeters. I'm not 100% sure. Let me pull out some regular legs from from a regular set of legs here. And so these are about the width of the main portion, that part of that cylinder peg. They're definitely smaller than that ring right there, so they could fit through the hole, because that's sealed up, that's not budging. And so they're not quite as tall as that, because that's going up further than where that magnet is sitting there. But I kind of played around. These are super glued in there, and I'm using that electrical tape to give a little bit more resistance, so it's not as loosey-goosey, but I feel like that works pretty well. Now I got to be careful. If I just push him straight back like that, he's going to come off. I need to set him in the pose I want him to do, and then we go from there. It's kind of a dumb pose, but you see what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's kind of the new little system I did. Oh well, I told you I put that round piece in there, but when I was working on the legs here, like these, I decided, well, I'm gonna cut, where do I need to cut to put the super glue the magnets? And I was like, well, let's go about, you see there's like a little bit of a hump. That's where I decided to cut, and I just used some pliers like these, and I just kind of crudely cut it off. And then I was like, I took some sandpaper, try to smooth it out, and then I took my tiny little magnets and I glued one, realized that wasn't going to give me enough height. I glued two, and it wasn't quite enough. So after three, these are probably only a millimeter thick, I was able to get the right height I wanted on those. And see, we got more of them right here. Here's like some long jeans for John Cena. And actually, I think on these two, that one, the more, and I'm still trying to decide like what's the best amount of electrical tape. But I got those magnets there, they're glued in, those magnets aren't moving. This magnet on the inside is definitely not moving, but adding a little extra electrical tape allows that swivel to be there, have a little bit of resistance when he turns, so he's just not like spinning around uncontrollably. And I think on these legs, I actually only I got a little bit more electrical tape, because I only stacked it two magnets high. So that doesn't have as much strength, but it still works. But definitely the 3 1 millimeter, I assume they're only a millimeter, that might be, I have no idea. But those seem to work the best. And when I posted a short the other day, it seemed like a lot of people were loving just the black jorts look for John Cena. So that's what I'm gonna go with for now. But the reason I did this system is, hey, 1 week he can be sitting in the display like this. The next week, he's in the display like that. Plus I got all his extra head. I got a whole baggie over there of all the different armbands and t-shirts and hats I have for John Cena. But anyway, that's just the kind of a new thing I've been playing around with. It's certainly not a perfect system, and I'll get to perfecting it. But I just wanted to hear y'all's opinion on this new swappable torso leg magnet system I'm working with. I feel like this is a good system for guys like John Cena, who has all these different shorts. The upper half of his look is staying the same, minus what armbands you put on him, but he's got so many different, looks when it comes to shorts. Obviously, we got, after John Cena goes from the longer shorts, we have the shorter short mold. for his kind of modern look. And so there's so many different options with John Cena. I feel like a swappable system works well for a guy like that. As I put him on the shelf, I have him, in a ruthless aggression display, but I want to every once in a while change the display up without having like 100 John Cenas up there. So if guys like John Cena, I feel like that works well for. I'm kind of thinking, maybe the next guy I go with is maybe like Hulk Hogan, because I'm starting to realize I used to think, well, Hulk Hogan was just the yellow trunks and that's it, but I'm starting to rack up with a bunch of different Hulk Hogan figures, especially Hollywood Hogan. Got a bunch of different type designs. I'd like to do, kind of an interchangeable system for him. Also, Stone Cold, I got like the shorts Stone Cold. I got like long pants. I got like camo pants. Of course, got ring gear Stone Cold. I might want to do that for him. The Rock, I got tons of Rock action figures. I'm going to have to do, this system for him as well. But, y'all in the comments below, let me know what you think of this system. Any ideas you might have just from watching this video that maybe, some ways I could polish it up. But let me know what you think about this idea, and let me know what wrestlers, what characters you think would really benefit from a swappable system like this. The Build-A-Figures being able to swap in and out kind of inspired me, but there were so many different little pieces I needed to collect from different Build-A-Figures, like this part from inside to getting, the right size peg on the Build-A-Figure. But I was like, I got all these magnets laying around, let me try this. And I think it works really well, but I need y'all's opinion. I need y'all to let me know what y'all think about this. And, if you've watched this entire video, I want to thank you for watching it all the way through. Thank you for liking and commenting. Definitely sharing your opinion in the comment section. Always, you're welcome to ask questions. I'll do my best to answer them. But anyway, I just appreciate the new subscribers, everyone that comments and likes, especially everyone that shares this, whether you're sharing it on your social media or if you're sharing it on Reddit, wherever you're sharing it. I appreciate that too. And I got a lot more work in progress things on my work desk out here in my shop, looking to put out more content. And I just want to say, hey, thank y'all again for watching. I got more content coming soon, and I'll see you next time.